Can we talk? I did. I put it on the.
Yeah, I see it. I'm sharing it also.
Can we talk about how stupid the Mass Effect Andromeda Collector's Edition is?
That's not
Like,
the first one
oh.
I've seen with that game not included thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that your big concern? The fact that you don't get the game? It's called collector's
stupid,
edition.
but it's not the first one I've seen.
What kind of fucking collector's edition is that?
Game not included. Oh fuck. So now they ride the game on the car, no? Just to show it.
Well, to be
add
fair, it
more
didn't show the
insult to
game.
injury.
It just showed there's no disc there.
It's a steelbook. Yeah.
If you don't want the game and just want the collector's edition, that's an option.
I guess.
Okay.
What situation would that ever come up?
Throw the chat, yeah. Throw the live streaming on GG so that they can be assholes.
On the page too. We're here.
Audacity is ready.
I read the
Oh yeah, Audacity is ready for me as well. Let's do a sandwich.
sandwich.
The first sandwich of 2017.
Sandwich.
I know. I'm so excited. Countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sandwich.
No, sorry.
What?
Never mind. No,
I knew it.
I'm sorry. Okay, I got it again. Countdown in 5, 4, 3. Sandwiches.
Where's the number 2? What the fuck?
Okay, again.
You can't have imaginary lag.
I
man.
said 2. I said
I didn't
2.
hear it. It just stopped at 3.
Will heard it. He was on point.
What the?
All right, we'll do it again. Let's do it again.
Countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sandwiches.
There. There's still a slight delay between the one.
Yeah, but
Yeah, just make it work.
okay lang yan. We'll have new mics. The latency will
Does that make up for it?
somehow. I don't know. Let's just hope it is. Let's hope it will. Is this really recording? Yeah, it is. Okay. Right.
Oh, I can't wait. I hope mine comes out black also.
I'm sure it will. Black.
Black.
You should want it. You should wish that it works first, and then wish it was black.
Yeah, I know. You should wish that first. Okay. All right. What number is this? Holy shit! I haven't done this in a while.
It doesn't say on the. It doesn't say on the Anna either. The chat.
What?
The live video. What episode?
I don't even know what number this is.
It's 155. Just letting you know. I checked the website
Nice.
because the website
Fact
is
check. You fact boy.
using the fucking website. Wait, are we live? Yeah? Fucking.
We're live.
Okay, cool.
Podcast.
Podcast. Yeah, let's fucking wing it. Impressions, expectations of 2017, blah blah blah. Let's just have fun with it because nothing much is happening. It's like Mass Effect being like happening on March, and then the Switch is right off the. It's coming.
Told you it was in March.
Yep. So let's start. Let's do it. I'm excited. I haven't done this in a while. We're gonna talk.
We're going to talk.
Do the countdowns.
Talk about all the things.
All the things. The holiday things.
Welcome to my reality. Teleporter online. I have opened.
Wow. Like,
God damn it.
they
Would you
really
like
went
to try my googie googie?
super
No.
Overwatch,
Don't
right?
Don't change access. We're doing a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, TMG Podcast is back. It's
Happy
2017.
2017!
Nah.
Yeah, whatever.
Episode 155 of the TMG Podcast. This is Carlos with me as well.
Yo.
And Miggy.
You.
New and improved. Ish.
We will soon be all newer and improved, though. Hopefully.
No. A little bit of a
We're gonna
surprise.
get some new equipment.
I know. Miggy's already rocking one.
I'm rocking it. It's cool.
And he's saying it's good. It's good
I
to
hope
go.
it-
We
I
already
hope it
ordered
is.
stuff. So by the next episode, hopefully you guys can different. It'll sound more solid, probably.
Mature.
More professional.
Sexy.
I'd like to say
Upbeat.
mature. Yeah, that's good. Upbeat
Thick
is a
on
good
the
word as
bass.
well. Thick. Anyway, TMG podcast. It's 2017. The holidays are over. Back to the grind. Back to the usual stuff. And it's been a while. It's been a while, actually. Oh God. Speaking of
It's
which,
been a while. I've been able to catch up on a lot of stuff, a lot of games.
yeah, I know. Oh wow, I just got the order. I got the text message of the new mic coming in for me.
Oh wow, that was
That was the
fast.
sound.
It's a lot faster
yeah,
than
that was-
how I got mine.
That
Yeah, your
will
order has
arrive,
been
it'll arrive
received.
tomorrow
Going
morning.
through verification process.
It'll
So,
arrive
like,
right now. It's on
it'll
its way
arrive right
now.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut off during the break. I'll just give me 30 minutes and then I'll plug in the mic. But anyway, less distractions. Yeah, it's been a while. I played a lot during the holidays. I literally turned off my brain. We stopped working, doing some stuff.
Because holidays, man.
Yeah, it's the holidays. And how was your holidays, actually, by the way? It was soothing for me, at least. What about you guys? Like,
It's all right.
Mine was
Like,
good. I
kinda-
didn't do
Alright.
shit. I just stayed at home and played games. That's all I did.
Yeah, we played. No, we didn't play during. Oh, I watched you play The Last Guardian after Christmas.
Yeah, that and
Or
then
on Christmas Day, rather. And then
and then
I ate food at the Willems because he had
He
too
ate-
much.
I had too much food. That was
Oh,
a
you- what?
nightmare actually. Because
You went to Wilson
Christmas Day
Place?
dinner.
Yeah, because I went
oh,
north with my family Christmas Eve, but
Hmm.
came back the morning of, like, at 3 a.m. I was home.
okay.
And like, oh, there's nobody here in the Ortigas on Christmas Day, and like, Will has a ton of food.
Yeah,
Hey, Will, can I go there and eat some food?
I didn't know that.
That was a nightmare though, because Christmas Day when we were cooking all that food, we fucking ran out of gas for the stove. So
Oh, really?
and it's Christmas
Yeah,
Day.
the
So,
LPG hunt began.
yeah, so we went to a gas station and got theirs, thankfully. So, but it was a bit of a nightmare. Like literally in
That's
the
pretty
middle,
cool, though.
literally in the middle of cooking. Like, oh god, there's no more gas. We have to stop and get gas.
That's fine. I didn't know you guys were actually were together. Me, I was in the Farmville. I was like looking at cows
You
and
went-
pigs.
You went
Did
to
you eat
kidding.
what?
Joseph?
Did you eat one of the
I'm not even
pigs
kidding.
or one of the cows for Christmas?
No, my family I went to Cebu, and my grandmother has a farmland all the way like 2 hours away from Cebu, and I go there, and that farmland, that house that she has, it's a sanctuary, no kill.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a no kill thing
So you
going
ki-
on
you-
there.
you
So we
got-
have a pig there.
You killed the pig outside and then you ate that one.
He brought it
No,
back
we do
inside
not.
after.
No, we cannot kill. I mean, there's a reason why there's a pig in the farm. Is because that pig was supposed to be lechon, but it went inside the farm, and then my aunt felt bad. So now
Aw.
they gave the pig a name, Junior, by the way, and now it's a big ass pig at the back of the house
Doing
growing
nothing.
tusks. Yeah, doing nothing and growing tusks. It has
Because like, not all pigs can be turned into pets.
Yes,
Like
I
the
think
pigs
all
they
the,
all-
eat just
some,
don't,
apparently.
they become
Some,
fat. Not like potbelly pigs or pet pigs.
yeah, it's
saw my cousin saying, "Hey, here's Junior," and then watch Junior eat a papaya whole. A papaya whole.
So that's his purpose. Like, oh look, we have this garbage disposal here.
yeah,
Named Junior.
pigs eat everything, man.
He eats everything, and he felt like a god. He felt like he would put blessing into the land. I mean, like, what's cool on the lang is the fact that she has like women like eating, like feeding him grapes, and then making him pie pie.
With the fan, yeah.
Yeah, like it's like Jabba the Hutt in modern times. It's like it was really scary at the
With
same time.
slave
majestic.
Leia.
Oh yeah, speaking of Leia, anyway, I don't wanna.
Yeah,
That would be
but
sad.
that's not gaming related. That sucks, but
But yeah, holidays, it's pretty cool. I didn't even play games until like 2 days before New Year's because I was like in the farmlands, no net, no nothing. I couldn't do anything. So I was able to play Monopoly. That's I guess related.
Was it a themed Monopoly or just regular Monopoly?
was the iPad actually.
Yeah, it's a digital monopoly. Oh god.
It was digital monopoly. So I guess that's kind of makes sense, or kind of like fits into into the niche.
That Black
Um,
Mirror episode,
which one? Oh, anyway.
just real life, because tech, you know.
But yeah, back to the games though. What do you guys play? What do you guys like when you got a chance? 'Cause when I got back, I did get a chance. What about you, Will? Let's start with
Well,
you.
well, of course, Steam sale happened, so bought
Oh,
quite a bit.
speaking of which, yeah, we did the whole Secret Santa thing again last year.
Yes, thank you
Um,
for the gifts you got me, Salt and Sanctuary,
Thank you,
which
man.
I did play that a bit.
yeah,
I have to play more of it. Salt
I
and
gave
Sanctuary
Will,
is
yeah, I gave him Salt and Sanctuary.
2D Dark Souls basically.
Yep. Side view Dark Souls.
Mhm.
Yep.
I don't know how else to describe it. It's like a cross between, like, the platforming is very Metroidvania like, but the the fighting and and everything like that is very Dark Souls, like very pattern heavy and
Very
instant death.
animation based.
Could have
Yes.
bought a game for myself, because it looks really good. To
Yeah,
be
you
honest.
forgot that game came out.
I know.
It-
No,
it- it is-
I
it
actually
is-
found out when I started the wish list. So, and then I like, this is something he should get, and I just gave it to him right away.
It
saw it.
definitely is. Like, I think if From Software, like I've said this, if From Software tried to make a 2D Dark Souls game, like, that's probably what it ended up being.
And it'll be
Like-
probably Salt and Sanctuary, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's very
And it is
blatant
available
in
as
its-
well in multiple. I think it's available in
It-
multiple platforms as well, like the PS4 and Steam. But of course, it being the winter sale, it was like, I don't know, like less than 500 pesos. And it felt like, of course, just like any other sale in the Steam sale, it's a steal. So, Merry Christmas. Bam. There you go. And then, Miggy, I gave you.
Yeah, you
Inside.
gave me Inside. Thanks, man. I
No
actually played it
problem.
today
Oh, really?
because I wanted to stream the game because of its, like Limbo is a really short game,
Mm.
but it's cool, and when you get hit by a bullshit trap, it's funny the first time.
Oh, the bear
Usually-
trap? Yeah, which by the way,
No,
Limbo.
in Limbo, when you step on a switch, then like the ceiling crushes you instantly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that
And
too. And then the spider is freaky as hell in that one.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
weird.
made by the same guys, and it pretty much plays the same. But instead of it being 2D, it's fully 3D. Though you still move in a two-dimensional plane.
right.
So you side scroll, you jump, you pull things, you platform. That's how you do it. Though the premise of Inside is a lot more interesting than Limbo, because Limbo is very vague. But because of the title, you think it's Limbo, like you're stuck in Limbo, right?
Yeah,
So-
Limbo's was very Tim Burton-y. Just by
Very
staring
Tim
at it.
Burton-y, like
Yeah.
just silhouettes with eyes.
Yeah, and just
This one is
freaky.
still very minimalistic, even though it's 3D. Like the style where gray backgrounds, light source, and
Yeah,
then you're the only character with color on your T-shirt. Like
Yeah,
everyone is
that
wearing
is true.
either.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how you
gray,
distinguish
black.
yourself from the rest. Yeah.
Then you have like a red shirt
Mhm.
because that makes you stand out already. And there's like, I don't know how to explain the world, but it's monotonous, and you seem to be the only one with free will.
And you
and
just
you're getting
started.
chased. Yeah, I just started. It's like there are zombie people in the background, and then there
Yeah.
are people from like maybe a company chasing you down. And
Oh.
like they try to shoot you if they see you. They send out rabid dogs to take you down. And
A child.
man, when they take you down, you die.
They send
They rip
rabid
your
dogs
throat
to a
out.
child.
I don't. You're like a kind of a teenager, I guess. Not quite a
Oh,
child.
okay. It's
Like
okay.
early teens maybe. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Like the puzzles are not as cheap as Limbo. Like you know how Limbo, yeah, like what we said before, when you step on a switch, suddenly you get crushed by something really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no bullshit traps here. Like you will see what's coming at you. It might get you the first time, but more often than not, you have enough time to react. So like,
Speaking
yeah,
of Limbo,
it's a lot more
that's
fair, but it's very cool.
that's what Will gave me for Christmas. Thank you very much, by the way.
I'm surprised you haven't played that, despite that game being
I saw that on
everywhere.
the wish list. I was like, why you haven't played it yet?
No, I
Alright.
haven't. Yeah, I just haven't played it. I'm like, oh, okay. So
Yeah, then Will told me, and I'm like, he hasn't played Limbo.
I remember trying. The reason why I kind of know Limbo to a point is because remember there was a demo that was
Yes,
out.
there was. There was
I
a
did
demo.
play it. I played that and like, oh, that's very
Oh, dude, the puzzles get much better and more bullshit than that. It's pretty cool,
So-
pero that's the first area.
But man, so that was what we gave us. But Steam sale did happen. I'm not as bad as last year. I don't know about you guys, but I just bought 2 games, and I'm happy about that. I
I'm
am
pretty-
literally that
Will
cheap.
bought like what 30?
No, see, that's the problem. Fucking Steam.
Oh, you
Things-
keep saying this, yeah.
No, because when you buy DLC, Steam counts it as a
Counts
new
as the
game.
list. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you look at my purchase history, it's like, oh, Dallas bought 36 new games. Half of that's DLC. But I didn't go over my budget, which was 5,000 pesos, so I'm happy.
It's $100.
Oh, that was your budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I
usually
think that's a
for-
good idea.
Like for every Steam summer and winter sale, it's usually like $100 limit for me, and then I won't go over that. So
I've heard that before. Yeah, I've heard that before from a friend that they allot at least $100 whenever a sale happens. So it's, yeah,
That can nail
people
you a
do that.
lot still, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So like everything I want on Steam, I just put on my wish list. So whenever sale comes, I just go through it. I'm like, oh, I'll get that, you know, and
Fly
whatever's
away.
not.
Fly away and not play them for the next 2 years.
Never. Yeah.
No, but that's the other thing you have to consider. Is like, okay, am I going to play all of these by summer sale? Because if not, then just get it at summer sale, right? And then when summer sale comes, you have to decide again. So at least the ones I got, I know I'll play.
I did check my list, and I have played majority of my games. There are some though that I haven't played. That like oh well, but there are games where like I bought for $1, like 200 pesos, and I did play eventually. Like for example, The Darkness 2, I finally played that stuff, and like I'm slowly like lessening the amount of games and feeling less guilty whenever I buy things in Steam. I think it has come to I think it's because it's easier to I don't know, I feel like I know that there's going to be a Steam sale anyway. I don't have to like buy it right away.
Mm.
Like there's always going to be a Steam. There's always like there's like what 2 sales in that 1 month, winter and was it autumn?
The
In
autumn
December?
sale, I wasn't expecting. Yeah.
Black Friday.
Yeah, so that's and
Oh,
that's the
Halloween
thing.
had a
sale,
sale.
yeah. Black Friday, then there was Halloween, then
Yeah.
there's summer sale, yeah.
So there's always an opportunity. So I don't feel that pressure. At the same time, they don't have that stupid Steam sale like this will be 80% off in the next 6 hours. They don't have that anymore. They don't bother to like give you that kind of pressure anymore. They just like they put a sale, all of that is fixed. So you don't have to like check every day, if there's something like that went down from 60% to now went up to 80%. They don't have that anymore. So I don't feel that pressured. It's better for my wallet. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, I bought 2 games. I just bought what did I buy? South Park: Stick of Truth and Grim Dawn. And goodbye 2016. That's it. I skipped away. That's all I need.
Miggy, you were brave. You didn't buy anything.
Yeah, because I didn't look. I mean, I
You
looked.
didn't even look.
I just
You
instead
weren't
of
tempted
clicking
at all.
and clicking buy, instead of clicking buy, I just go wish list, and then like close Steam.
Yeah, but that's pretty
I
much
still
what
have a
I
ton
do
of backlog
nowadays.
anyway, plus all the PS Plus games. Plus, I played the Nier Automata demo. I'm pretty sold on that game already.
I sent it to
Oh my
download
God.
actually just now. Earlier today, because
It's a really good 40 minutes.
is it like a separate thing from the main game, or is it like a section of the
I have
main
no
game?
idea. With how that demo ends, I have no idea. But it's good. It like if you want to know how the gameplay feels, that is the perfect way to find out.
Mm.
It gave
Which one?
me
I kind of dropped off.
Nier Automata.
Oh, we're talking about Nier
Nier
now.
Automata.
Okay, cool.
So like the gameplay gave me feels of 3 games: Nier, Revengeance, and Bayonetta. Because that's what that game feels like. All of that put together.
And that's a good
There
thing.
you go.
And it's great.
Very good thing.
Dude, I swear, even if you don't know what the fuck Nier is, if you have a PS4, get that demo. It's solid. Like, you know the Platinum trend where you beat it on normal, so you have to beat it on hard next, and then you have to play very hard.
Right.
Yeah,
That game will give you those feels, because the way that game works is, like in the previous Nier, you have like, you know in Nier when you have that book character that follows you around and basically acts as your projectile weapon, your gun.
Yeah. I do remember
In Nier Automata, you have a little robot that does the same thing. But since the combat is not shallow, because in Nier it's fine, but it's really easy and you can block every attack with no damage, which kind of trivializes the bullet hell part of Nier. In Automata, since it's made by Platinum, it's a real action game now. So on normal and easy, you have a lock-on button, because you can shoot while you're doing all your other actions, because it doesn't hinder your movement, because it's your robot shooting. As long as you hold down the button, it'll keep shooting no matter what.
It's automatic.
Yeah, automatic. Yeah. So you can aim that with the right stick, but if you tap L2, it will lock onto a single target, and it will hit that. Like anywhere you can run and jump, air dash, dodge, it will always shoot that target as long as you're locked on. And you can slash and hack and all the other things. On the higher difficulty, that button gets disabled for you. So you have to actually aim with the right stick as you're hacking and slashing and dodging everything else.
That's not a common occurrence, isn't it? Where like when you increase the difficulty, because usually when difficulties are changed in games, they increase the life of an enemy.
Usually, yeah, it's either you don't deal enough damage, or enemies have a lot of life and deal more damage to you. Yeah. The way Platinum does it is they switch things up. They give you late enemy types in the first level. They turn a boss into a regular enemy and send them to you in pairs. They remove certain mechanics that make it trivializes your aiming. Like
I don't think that many game developers actually do that nowadays. They just like kind of cheat their way.
Platinum knows how to make difficulties for real. Like in Bayonetta 1, they take a level like 2.5 mid boss in the tutorial stage, and they put 2 of them there.
Of course.
If you can't beat them, you can't even get out of the tutorial. So
I do remember. Yeah, I remember that being a little bit difficult.
Yeah, the fire dog, but they put 2 of them at the start.
Yeah. That's something that you hardly see nowadays. That's why Platinum's one of those like those Moses developers where they just
they're really good at what they do.
Yeah,
which is
especially the hack and slash kind of deal. Yeah, with action.
And thank God they're not the ones writing the story for this one. So yes, it's a mix of, it's perfect. Yeah, because it's Yoko Taro who's doing the story, the director of Nier and Dragon.
The guy who wears that weird
the moon hat.
The one where I was like, confused when they were announcing Nier. Yeah.
You know how weird that man is? For the press release,
weird enough for me.
Drakengard 3, he did it in sock puppet form. The whole video. It's like I think 5 to 7 minutes long.
Well, if that's his shtick.
Hey, he makes a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that demo is amazing.
Pretty long as well.
Yeah, 40 minutes. It gives you a solid boss fight at the end too, and it goes to platinum lengths of insanity, which is welcome. I like that. So I like how they explain, because you can switch between a variety of weapon types. You only get 2 at the demo, but you can see how much you're probably gonna get. Which is like you start off with a short sword and then a great sword. And you can switch between loadouts. So by default, you have your short sword in your light attacks and the great sword in your heavy attacks. But if you switch it up, it puts the great sword in your light attacks and your short sword in your heavy attacks, which changes all your combos. And you can switch actively during combat, mid-combo.
Can you talk more about because there's like damage numbers popping up in the level. How does that work?
The way skills work in this game are programmed in your little robot. So they're like what is that? Like computer chips that you stick in your robot, and they each have a different value depending on what they do. So in the game, they're all pre-installed, and you're equipped with them already. So you can see like how much percent of your total bar they eat up space. So parang the good stuff
And that
eats up a lot of
essentially is the
space.
customization
Yeah.
in like
But
to
like-
adjust your how you play.
But like when I tried it on the harder difficulties, you can remove all of them. And actually the first one that's registered there, it says that if you remove it, you will die. So, which is the description of the item is it's the OS of the robot.
Oh,
I haven't taken it out,
Oh,
but it says
okay,
you
lit.
could.
Okay.
So already you can get an idea of how stupid this is gonna get.
I'm gonna go try that later. I think.
It's available
be
in
the
like
death
the
of your
PSN
robot,
store for the PS4 on all accounts, on all PSN accounts. I'm not too sure. Is it only US or I have to
I
double check if it's
downloaded it in the US one.
in the US one. I'll check. I have a Hong Kong account. I'll check that one out.
I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah.
So like the damage numbers that you were talking about is also a skill. It's one of those lower end chips that you can take off.
Okay.
And like it can show you enemy levels also, which you can also take out. You can basically even remove your HUD, or you know how when you're out of combat your HUD disappears. That's also a chip,
Yeah.
so you can take that out if you want your HUD.
Oh,
to
so
be
you can customize your whole experience literally from like
it's a little.
aesthetics to.
It's not just like a menu or an option. It's actually part of your system, your skill system.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not an options thing. It's more of like a customization, like that also affects your whole aesthetic and UI, which is so
Yeah, so
platinum,
if it's
actually.
something as trivial as like your UI fading, and you need like a space for your auto item use if you're dying, right? And you just need
Right.
that little bit of space. You can take out the UI one and just slap something else in there. It's pretty elaborate, but I think it's fine. I'm welcome to that. Hey, maybe there's
And-
something that maybe there's a chip that turns all enemies into teddy bears for your vision. For your perspective.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know. It's all Yoko Taro's heads.
It's all very, very possible.
Very much
Nothing would
possible.
surprise you.
And yeah,
But when is this game coming out though?
It shows at the end. It's coming out in Japan, I think, on the last week of Feb. It's coming out in English on March 7th, I believe.
There you go.
Oh,
for the
cool. So
PS4.
just
It's pretty-
a month.
Yeah,
Just
like not even a
wait.
month, like a week apart, which is great. The English
you're still
dub is
getting
pretty
this.
good, but it's dual audio also, so all the weebs won't have trouble arguing anymore.
Mm,
But the English dubs for like Yoko Taro's games are pretty good for the most part. Like Nier and Drakengard 3 were fantastic.
at least you only have to wait a month. We had to wait a whole year for Yakuza 0 to come out in English.
That's the game you want. That's
At
the
least
game you want in general.
at least Zero and fucking Kiwami and 6 are confirmed.
Yes, Kiwami and 6 are confirmed, but that's going to be another year. Also,
We're getting like 0 this month, right?
yes,
January.
and I'm encouraging
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
to buy it because this game needs your support. This series,
Oh, and
we have to show Sega that this is worth bringing
we have
to
to
the
show
West.
it, yeah.
You're such a Yakuza like
Dude.
banner man.
Yeah, but it's so good though. Look forward
I
to
know,
our,
I know.
our let's play of the
Like, more
Yakuza
power-
6 demo.
Like more power to your campaign, like because like Will's having a whole primer in our website.
Yeah, and part of the reason I wanted
Uh,
to write that primer is to get people interested in Yakuza, because the problem with Yakuza 0 is it's coming out the same day as Resident Evil 7.
7. Yeah, that's gonna fuck with it for sure.
So it's gonna fuck with sales for sure.
I'm gonna
Like,
buy. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna be buying Resident
know,
Evil 7.
I know.
I'm gonna be the enemy for.
But I'm telling you,
Oh,
like,
hey,
if
hey,
anyone wants to
At least if
continue
you want to
Yakuza
start
now,
with Yakuza 1 remake is coming out in English. So
Yep,
there's
yep,
no
yep.
reason to skip Yakuza already.
and Yakuza
if you're,
0 is
if you're
is
worried
a
about the
prequel.
story.
Yeah,
Go
this is Yakuza.
0 and then 1 and then
Yeah, you can, because
You
0 is a
could,
prequel.
but it won't impact you as much.
really okay.
Because you get to see the backstory of these cool characters back when they were shit with their stupid hair.
80s hair. Yeah,
With their 80s hair.
yeah, because Yakuza
Wow,
0
never
takes
had
place
two
in the
eyes.
80s.
Okay.
And it's super 80s, like you know, they got it down, the fashion sense and everything. It's
Yeah.
totally 80s.
Oh my
Like,
God. Okay, fine.
like- Like even the arcade, like all the games in the arcade, the Sega arcade, are like Space Harrier, Outrun, old ass games. Because I think in Yakuza 6, like it's an actual full release of Virtua Fighter 5 that you can play in the arcade there.
Because why not, right?
Because
And
dude, we spent so much time in Yakuza 5 playing Virtua Fighter.
Virtua Fighter 2, yeah, we spent like an hour because we kept losing.
yeah, I remember like having like I remember you guys actually saying like, dude, we haven't
much-
like we're playing the demo.
How much yen did we
We're
spend? Like
playing all the time. Yeah, it's like
100,000?
we're not-
So much.
yeah.
Yeah, so but yeah, that is the game I am looking forward to the most this year. It's coming out in 2 weeks.
I'm gonna get Resident Evil 7. I am
hmm.
definitely gonna play that. I
Nothing
just
wrong with
updated
that,
the
man.
beginning hour. I'm gonna go through that shit again because
Oh
they
yeah, with the
extended.
new updates.
Yeah,
That
I
new
got it. I got it
Batman.
updated. I'm all hyped up. Shout outs to Ungeek because they have a video with the VR stuff. That was also
Oh
a
yeah, yeah.
contribution to me being
That's
hyped up.
actually pretty
They,
cool.
they they play the beginning hour with the VR, the PSVR setup, and I'm pretty excited because that's gonna be like pretty much our Resident Evil
It's
jam
the
And
to
reboot.
yeah,
date.
No, I mean
it's the full game that's in VR. It's not like some just small section. Like you can play the entire game in VR.
I
Yep.
know.
That's
Like, but I am not gonna buy a
really cool.
PSVR for myself just for that. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna.
Hey, the potential is there at least, right? There's a
Yeah,
full
but
game
Yeah.
coming out.
if you guys want the full
VR
like
compatible.
shit my pants experience, then PS4. The Sony gotcha. Sony's gotcha.
PSVR.
Well, to be fair, it's
configured.
also available on PC. So if you have an Oculus
Yeah.
or a PC headset, maybe you might consider buying it on PC rather than on PS4. But yeah, I'm excited
Xbox
for.
One. Yeah.
It's coming out on Xbox One also. We cannot talk about X. We don't have an Xbox, so we can't discuss it without
No,
being
I can
like,
just say it's
Yeah,
gonna be
but
available
Xbox
on
doesn't have a
Xbox
VR
One.
headset.
yeah.
And I
That's
just
true.
At
went
least not
yeah.
yet.
I
Maybe
just went
maybe,
yeah.
maybe Project Scorpio will show something for that this year. I hope Microsoft brings their A game up this year. Honestly, they really need to. Like they've been lagging like mad since
No,
last.
they've been like quiet, but they've been selling. Let's not talk about
That's
numbers, but
true.
they're not
They're not out
behind.
of the game yet. Yeah, they've been
Yeah,
selling.
Gears of War is all they need. Like, I'm not even joking. Like
The,
Gears of War is
the bro,
literally all they need.
it's the bro gamer demographic. You just need Madden,
hmm
Gears, Call of Duty.
Car
You're
porn.
good. And Forza, exactly.
Mhm.
They got that bro
And then
gamers
just put
down.
Fable to piss them off every now and then. Just like throw Fable every now and then, which will never happen because they destroy the studio and the creator. Like they're both just gone.
Would you even want
We
Peter
don't even know
Molyneux
what
to
I
make
don't even know
another
if Fable's gonna
Fable? Like,
happen. I bet Peter Molyneux would like to make another Fable, but no one would give him the go signal. He would love to say yes to all of that. But yeah, that's what happened on January 2017.
but can we
I
go?
want to mention a
Can we go back to Resident Evil really
sorry.
quick? Also, I just want to mention one
Go
one
ahead.
reason I'm also kind of excited for it is, um,
Mm.
this is supposed to be kind of like the back to the roots of survival horror, also for the series. So this one will kind
Yeah.
of set the tone for any future Resident Evil games moving forward. So I'm hoping that they don't fuck it up and it's really as good as everyone is hoping it to be. You know.
So far, it's like in check.
Yeah,
If
so far
that's
from what we've
concerned,
seen, it seems
because
everything is all there. But like, I'm just hoping the full game is also like that. So we'll see.
yeah,
We'll see in a few
because like
weeks.
the the contents that's been like rolling out in media and in Capcom itself. They showed the gunplay. They showed item management. They showed puzzles. They showed awkward fighting because of the movement, and
Mm.
they've shown monsters that don't die. So
They've shown hillbillies that
that's
don't
pretty much
die.
Resident Evil. Somehow, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty hyped up. I just hope there's no explosions within explosions because if I see that, then they haven't really learned anything. And at the same time, a good point here with RE7 is that I don't know if any of the old characters are coming or going to show up in this game, and I hope not. I hope it's a clear, just secluded
Break away from
story
it.
or secluded world from whatever's happening in the Resident Evil world. It just so happens to be there.
Mm.
with no Leon, no Wesker brother or son, whatever. Like nothing's happening in that kind of.
No total global saturation.
Yeah, no boulder punching required. Like it's just like a personal story about hillbillies or the bakers, because it's freaking in itself.
Hmm.
And then yeah, RE7, 24. Am I correct? Jan 24.
Yes, that's. I think you're correct.
Jan 24 for Resident Evil 7, Yakuza
Yakuza
0,
0. Kingdom Hearts 2.8
and
Final
Tales.
and Tales of Berseria.
Yeah, can we say that again? Can we say Kingdom Hearts just again?
The full name.
Just full
Kingdom
name. Full
Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
name.
It's
Yeah.
the worst
And
naming ever.
And it's
And Tales of
Roman
Berseria.
numeral. No, it's
Yeah, it's Roman numeral 2.8.
when like the regular 8, like the alphanumeric 8. It's terrible.
I feel bad for judging how they titled it, but
But
titled
we
it.
need to know,
but-
man, what happens to Aqua in the world of darkness. We
They
need to
all
know.
become Sora.
He's using Ericus's sword, a Keyblade.
I don't know anymore. I just like the last time I was engrossed in Kingdom Hearts was that I'm in the Hercules world.
That still happens.
That's it.
That's the last
I'm
time.
happy.
I'm in Hercules.
Yeah.
Hercules.
You're not even in his world. You're in the arena. Because that's all that is.
Damn it!
Yeah,
You're
that's
ruining the only good moment for me.
It's only a combat arena.
It's only the arena. But anyway, yeah, those are the games that are coming out on 24th in January. It's pretty much gonna be RH7 is pretty much the forefront in this one for the first month of 2017. I'd like to mention one game before I move on
Go for it.
that pretty much captured me in the last 3 days. Oh, completely off guard, actually, completely off guard.
Street
This
Fighter
War of
5.
Mine.
This
This
War
War
of
of
Mine.
Mine.
Yeah, that came out on PS Plus for
That's
America as well.
that's the super depressing survival game, yeah.
That's
I know,
randomly
like
generated.
it came out in the. I don't know why I never. It came out on PC in like 2 years ago, and it's now
Yeah, yeah.
came out last year on console, and I still happen to have a PS Plus, and I got it for free. It's the free game. It's one of the free games in PS Plus for January of 2017, and I just downloaded it like a couple of days ago. It's like just 1.5 gigs, and it just blew me away. I mean, like I feel bad that I got this for free. This is actually a really good survival game.
Oh, you didn't get it for
Good.
free on PS Plus because you're paying for PS Plus. Technically,
Sorry.
it's not. You're not getting it for free, Naman, because you are paying for PS Plus.
Well, yeah, but
So Sony paid for the copy of the game, and then you are renting said game. So the
I feel
developers saw
bad.
money
Like
from it. Don't worry.
this game, with make me feel better at least. Okay, cool. But I just like what they're doing with this. It just I feel pressured with what I have to do. It's like to put more context in this game. It's pretty much a survival game in a war-torn city, and you can't leave the city. You have to be forced to survive. You have to control like a handful number of survivors, and you have to feed them, keep them rested, keep them sane, protect the house, and then at night you send one of the scavengers out to find more resources, more parts, more food, more whatever you need, and pretty much last the whole like until the city is gone from like the war or whatever is going on in that scenario. And it's difficult, and it really it really makes you feel guilty. It tests your morale.
Hard decisions, yeah.
Like decisions that you didn't think that you would care about, but it really it really presents it really well. It presents the setting of the game really well. Like this there's a series of people trying to survive. There's stories in every single house you try to scavenge through. Every time you go from day to day, the people start the survivors that you control have diaries. One is sad that you did this, one is happy that we helped our neighbors. One is freaking out that he's bleeding to death. You know their story as you progress through the game, and wild how deep and actually how effective it can be as you playing the game. I want to point out one house that you can scavenge because the moment you start the game, that house, because usually when you go to that every single like at night is when you can scavenge, and they give you a little bit of a hint of like that spot has lots of food, lots of parts, lot possible trading, blah blah blah. So you have a hint of what you're going to expect when you go there. It says lots of food, lots of meds, and lots of parts. I go there, went for scavenge, and when I go there, it's just two old people. And when you go inside and you find them, they're just there and they're saying, "Are you gonna like?" You can see that they start talking to you. They say, "Are you gonna kill us? Please don't hurt me. My wife is sick and she is deranged. We are living off of food and meds. Please take whatever. We don't have much of anything, and you can just walk around the house freely. They won't bother you. But the husband, the old man, will follow you and saying, "Please don't steal the meds." And then when you steal the meds, like, "Please, you'll die in a couple of days if you take that. And if you go down and get the food, we'll never survive." And then I just feel bad when I touch it, but I can get it anytime because they're not gonna do anything
They're not gonna
about
fight
it. They're
back
they're sick.
because they're old.
They're old.
Yeah,
They're
and
gonna
then
die. Yeah.
I can literally just take everything.
I need this
They won't
more than
die.
you. Sorry, old man. Blah blah.
But for some reason, like it's a game, but for some reason, like I don't want them to die. I don't want them to be. I don't want to be the reason, that they die. But for the sake of testing the game, I stole everything.
Oh
I stole
yeah,
everything.
for science.
Yeah, I grabbed everything. Yeah, I
Someone
grabbed
has to
everything.
do it.
Yeah, it's like, but it is effective because when I stole everything, I went back to my house. People were sad. All the survivors were sad that we just left them to die. We got everything. They're surely gonna die and all that. Couple of days after, as the game progresses, I go back to the abandoned to that house to see what happened. They are dead. They're just there, dead. So it's pretty cool that there's actually a progression. Whatever happens, if you visit one house, and then if you go like 10 days after and revisit it again, it's different. You see a progression. Like there's a church, there are priests there and survivors. You can trade with them. They're very friendly. 10 days later, if you revisit them, they get massacred. There are now raiders there. They already have occupied that building, and then now it becomes more of an extra stage where you have to play a little bit of a stealth mechanics, and then you can be either stealthy, steal their food, or I don't know if you want to be a mass murderer. Um, but it's pretty cool. They have a really interesting progression, and it kind of blew me away. I've been playing it for like since I got it. It's kind of like really hooked me in. Black element to it because it has random elements. You can actually pick the starting survivors. They're all different. They have specific unique skills that are, unique to them. This is probably the first PSN Plus game where I feel bad that I didn't buy it fully. Like I get maybe what you're saying, but I think this is one of the most like fulfilled. Like this is a solid free game, for, like since last year. I don't remember the last time I actually like was really like I really appreciated the free game in the PSN. So for whoever has PS Plus, PS Plus, to get this game, it's really good, especially if you like survival. Or if you're in Steam, I'm sure it's cheap because it has like I think it has mod support as well at the same time. And I'm actually
There's expansions also already on Steam, so look at that. Or DLC for that, sorry.
really, God damn it, I want to get those DLCs. But yeah, I'm pretty much blown away. Um, More so Mafia 3. I also have that game. The game sucks. That's all I'm gonna say.
You were calling it like the Black Punisher in the
Yeah, it literally was. It's like you're like literally the Black
80s,
Punisher in the
70s.
1960s during the Vietnam War, like around the 1960s. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
Okay.
yeah, it's like because Lincoln Clay, the main character in Mafia 3, he is a war veteran that comes back from the Vietnam War, and then he's black and he joins. His family is part of the mafia. Is part of somewhat in that mafia circle, and it's a revenge story. You start killing people like Punisher, like it's nothing. It's crazy.
And what sucks about it exactly?
It's like you're playing an open world game in the 90s.
Oh
It's
God,
repetitive as
really?
hell.
That old of like
It's like
GTA 3 level open.
you would
that's a
yeah,
if
it's
it's
like
GTA 3, that's at least early 2000s a month.
no in terms of game mechanics, because it gets really repetitive. Like the introduction part of that game is perfect. It and the story perfectly. But once you're out of the introduction and once you have to start going to the districts, if you do one district, you did it all. You don't have to actually play it ever again. You just have to, like, the only incentive I have right now is to just get the story rolling.
Mm.
That's about it. You can't play golf. You can't hang glide. You can't fly a plane. You can't go to hookers. Like you can't. There's not much activity. There's not much. It doesn't.
There's no extras. It's just
There's not
all
enough
open world and
extras.
missions.
Yeah, like and
You're
the
saying.
missions are not like diverse. It's like either like you kill that guy, find how you want to kill that guy. Okay, next one, kill that guy. Okay, now destroy everything in that area. Okay, like that's literally what you go through every single time. Or like they change it every now. I think the only change that I saw is like the driving part where you have to drive like a madman to get to get intel. Like you're freaking some guy out. You put him in your car and you drive like a madman. And you're supposed to like do crazy things like go like the opposite lane or freak him out so he can spill the beans and everything. But aside from that, it's like yeah, like it's like GTA 4 has more stuff than Mafia 3, which is a 2016 game. The only thing it has going for it is the story. The story actually is well told, at least. It's very enticing. The one that's just is literally everything else around it. So I'm was actually intrigued. That's the reason why I borrowed it from a cousin of mine. And after like maybe 2 hours after the introduction, I'm like, oh, this is really hard to go through. This is really really rough. Seriously rough. So that's my reason why. Um, looks pretty. Just like any other game. Looks
That's
pretty.
all you can say. It looks pretty.
Yeah, big disappointment. So like, just go this War of Mine instead because I'm having a blast with that one.
Cool, man. I've been playing, Prison Architect a lot. That's the one game that I've been playing quite a bit of that I got from Steam sale. And I'm
I do see that in like on your Steam, like you're playing it.
yeah, and I'm generally like it's been available for a while now, but I only decided I'd pick it up now because it was really cheap. And I'm generally surprised how good it is. Like graphically, it's nothing special, but um, just the concept of having a prison management sim, plus the A, and then is so unique, and it's something really different than no one's done. And then on top of that, the AI of the game is really, really good, like surprisingly good. Like for example, you have to basically some of your prisoners might be snitches, right? They might be ex law enforcement, or they might uh, they
Right.
might they might provide you information. And if you're not careful with them, the other prisoners will find out, and they might kill him. They might shank him and stuff. And then if you aren't like good enough at giving your prisoners enough like a bit of freedom now and then, like allowing them to go out like to the yard or whatever, they're gonna have it's like a hidden stat where they start yearning for freedom, and they'll be more inclined to try to escape
Aggressive.
by digging a hole in the, like
Oh, okay.
Shawshank Redemption style.
They want to shock themselves out of there. Okay, because if you don't free, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then like gangs can form also, and then they'll have their own little territories of the prison if you aren't able to manage that properly. Um, and then just a lot of things. Like the AI is a lot smarter than you think. Like there's one point like where when your prisoners first enter the prison, in my prison at least, they have to go through a metal detector, two sets of metal detectors, and a sniffing dog before they are allowed in. And sometimes they still manage to smuggle shit through. It's like, I don't know how they do it.
Well, I'm sure they have their own. Was that? I'm sure they have their own Morgan Freeman going on. So
Yeah, that's the other thing. You sometimes they're like they visit they have a visit from their family member or whatever, like the family member will bring them shit, and you have to watch out for that also. Like you can like sometimes you you have to put a metal detector there, you have to put a dog there or whatever. Then you might like, be able to
it
catch it
seems
also.
pretty hard to like. It seems like pretty interesting to manage. Like all those issues that you hear in prisons, they put
Yeah,
it in prison architect.
yeah, and then you also have to segregate your prisoners properly because sometimes you'll get like this the like basically you have like low like the kind of minimum security guys, and then you have like the max security, like super hardcore murderer types, right?
Right.
And you don't want to put those guys in the same room as anyone else. So what I had to do was segregate an entire cell block basically for ultramax prisoners, and that had armed guards in it. Because normally your guards aren't armed; they're only armed with batons and tasers.
Right.
But your armed guards will actually have weapons and shoot to kill. So it can get pretty crazy.
How like is it by stages or you just like any other like builders
There
like
is there is a
um
campaign which is like basically little scenarios you have to figure out. Like, oh, okay,
okay.
this guy's we're scheduled to do like the first one's easy. Like it's basically the prison's built for you, and it's just a tutorial level where you have
Hmm.
to build a execution chamber for death penalty stuff. That's another thing you have to manage, like parole and like people on death row and stuff like that.
Actually,
Uh,
yeah, just thinking about it, it's a lot to manage for a prison. There's like a lot to cover.
yeah, and then also all like the reform programs. Like there's workshop programs and educations and stuff like that. You can provide all of that if you want to, if you're so inclined to be nicer to your prisoners. But on the other hand, you can also just keep them suppressed. But then once they're what do you call it? Once their term is up, they're more likely to reoffend than if you don't try to rehabilitate them.
Right.
Right. So there's a bit of a balance you have to do because you want to rehabilitate these guys, but you also want to punish them just enough that they don't want to reoffend.
Hmm.
You want to
So
punch them
You want
just
to scare them
a
just
little
enough.
bit. Just a little
yeah,
bit.
you have to scare them just enough, also, and
Okay.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, sorry, you were saying yeah. So you were saying that if it's like scenarios or like just a sandbox. So there is a sandbox mode. You just build whatever you want. The scenarios are basically like simple things. They tell a kind of very roughly connected storyline. Like the guy who you have to who's going on death row in the first scenario apparently was in the second scenario like the mentor of this other prisoner who is now
Wow.
like doing other stuff. So it's very loosely connected.
So there's some kind of like hierarchy going on, like or not like hierarchy, but more about like a possibly a legacy line or some kind of thing you can follow, some
Yeah,
kind of
it's
trait.
very loosely connected. Like the scenarios are very loosely connected, but they're connected just enough that one scenario leads to the next scenario. Like
Mm,
like for example, like a mob boss gets accidentally like is like about to die, and his two sons are fighting over his legacy. But they're all in the same prison as you, right? And things like that.
okay.
Or like you have to deal with a riot, and you know they're starting fires. They take hostages and shit. It gets kind of wild.
Wow, it's actually pretty deep. Like that's a lot of features you just mentioned in a couple of minutes. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even down
for
to
a,
like you
okay,
know building the rooms. Like the rooms can be any size you want it to, and then you have to balance it out because of course you want to hold as many prisoners as you can,
right.
because that gives you more money. But at the same time, you don't want the cells to be so small that your prisoners are so uncomfortable that they start getting upset about that.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to make it big enough. You have to make it big enough that you can give them a few creature comforts like a bookshelf or a radio or something like that. But not everything can fit in a room sometimes. So you have to balance that out. It's much deeper than I
Yes, I
expected, and
I didn't think it would be that deep, to be honest. Like I think they covered everything that you would like learn from like TV shows or even stories, actual stories, in
yeah, there's even an option there, like for female prisoners with kids. Like you have to build a special cell for that and stuff.
Wow,
It yeah,
bravo.
yeah.
And this was a
But yeah,
game that
if you
was in
look at
early access. I think this was an early access game that was
it,
officially
it
released.
was on early access for a long time, and it's out now properly. And the reason I bought it actually because I was looking for a new game that I could play while listening to my podcasts. Because for me, like I can't really play Overwatch or something
Oh
while
yeah,
listening to a podcast, right? I just want something like kind of chill. I can play on my, without rushing myself, and
right.
a strategy like tycoon type game was perfect for that. And I was looking at like Prisoner Architect has been there for a while. The other choice was like Roller Coaster World, I think, or something like that. The new
Roller Coaster
coaster type.
Tycoon.
It's not called Tycoon. It's like Planet Coaster. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, Planet Coaster. That's a new one.
Yeah,
You didn't want to go Euro Truck Simulator for
I
the
already,
Vita?
I
Owns you.
already have Euro Truck.
He
I already
owns
have
your.
Euro Truck.
No, I know, but for your
I mean, I can.
podcast sessions, like you just drive in the countryside to your
He
home.
does that
Yeah,
already, man.
I do that already, but
You already
it
do
can
that.
only be that entertaining. I mean, there's American Truck Simulator, but
It's not Europe.
that would that wouldn't be that much different. I think eventually I'd want to get that though.
They're
Still, yeah.
expanding the map in American Truck Simulator, though, so it's gonna get there eventually.
But yeah, even in Euro Truck Simulator, they expanded the map recently. Like,
I
because like
so want a Philippine Truck Simulator in EDSA.
you just be breaking down the whole time.
You're just causing accidents at 4 a.m.
You're just at C5
5.
lang. You're at C5 lang in one lane for like
One
Oh
lane.
no!
hours.
If you take like those provincial roads where it just cuts on the side because it's all rice fields,
Yeah.
so if you fuck up, you just fall and die or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh god.
But so yeah, that's what I've been playing for the most part up till now.
Yeah, we played. Well, that's actually good handful amount for me. That was like in like when New Year's ended because it kind of like of course when New Year's ended is like what we had. One is holiday, two is holiday, three. Well, for me, it felt like holiday still. I think only like in the fourth, then it felt like I had to go back into the whole groove of working and everything.
Mm.
Those couple of days, that was enough to get me back on my whole gaming routine and everything. And yeah, that's about it. Break. I ran out of ideas right at that point.
How to words.
How to words? I just break again. What's this? 56 minutes. Oh my god, we can like close it off already. 56 mark. Just gonna make a mark on this. Ran over. We can use that. We can just we can just go Mass Effect and we can just end it. Say goodbye. To be honest, you can.
What's
You want
the
to
other
run,
game
bro?
that didn't have a? No, I think. Wait, I think I know which one
Which
it
one?
is. Because Mickey says there's another game that also was at a collector's edition with nothing, with the game not in it.
Yeah, I've seen those before. They seem to be only North American releases.
Just the money is like
Ah,
being
here.
thrown around.
It's actually another EA game.
Yeah.
Fucking Battlefield 1 Collector Edition. Does not have the game
Oh,
in
wow.
it. It comes with a statue, steelbook, a
So it's
cloth
only
poster,
EA
a
who
deck
does
of
this
playing
bullshit.
cards, a pigeon messenger tube with exclusive DLC content, ooh, and a patch.
Oh, Mass Effect. Oh, speaking of which, Mass Effect also won't have any more season pass. They're going in the Titanfall 2
Oh, a bit of lag there. And now I can't hear him.
pass. Sorry, no, I'm looking actually. Yes,
Are you hearing this too, Will?
Yeah, it's getting a little robotic, little
Oh
bit
god.
robotic.
Not
Hear me
again.
now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Was it?
No, I was saying Mass Effect.
Yeah,
Sorry,
there, it's fine now.
putting something. Mass Effect Andromeda will be going through the Titanfall 2 route. Not that it won't sold out, not that it will not sell.
That's $35 on the first week.
No, I won't have a season pass.
Oh, okay. So shit's gonna be free afterwards. DLC and shit.
Well, it might have still payable DLC like the old Mass Effects. But who knows? Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah, how does Titanfall 2 like DLC work anyway? Is it gonna be free? Talaga?
Yeah, everything's free post.
Okay, cool.
They just literally said like nothing will be paid post. That's all they said.
Nice.
So it looks like, well, let's just hope, but it's a Twitter thing. When we're asking about season pass, and the GM said nope, there's no season pass, but there is going to be multiplayer DLC, campaign DLC, and everything. But you never
Awesome.
know. You never know. It's a
Yeah,
Twitter.
because it's fucking EA also.
Yeah. They say they can have a season pass, but we'll charge you, but then you don't have to buy a.
I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna start charging for patches. Maybe.
Yeah. Probably. But there we can play around with you guys can play around with the collector's edition and add it. Like we can end it now. That's 155
Do
now.
we have like another news bit or something? Or
The
fucking
only
Game
one.
Jam also.
You can mention that. The only other one I found was that stupid, that Star Citizen thing, where it is now the second most expensive developed game ever, only behind Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh shit! Knights of the Old Republic was expensive to me.
It was pretty expensive.
Knights of the Old Republic or the Old Republic.
Knights of the Old Republic. Wait, let me find that. I
SWOTOR
had
or SWOTOR? They are different.
SWOTOR yata.
The online one. Yeah, SWOTOR.
Because of the
It's
voice
gotta be
acting.
SWOTOR, right? Yeah, okay. Because if it's KOTOR, that's kind of hard to believe.
That's really hard to believe.
Just purely on development costs, not marketing costs, just the pure development costs. Star Wars: The Old Republic. You're right, the BioWare one.
Yeah, even if it is development cost, it can't be KOTOR.
Yeah, and right behind that is Star Citizen at 141 plus $1 million development costs.
This is crowdfunded.
That's crowdfunded. That's crowdfunded. Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Still.
Yeah, it overtook Grand Theft Auto 5 actually.
Already?
Grand Theft Auto 5 was 137 million.
That's
137 million.
Star Citizen better get a golf court or golf with that much money.
But they have
Hey, man.
prostitutes in it.
It's gonna have a golf course that's fully rendered from a galaxy away. It's gonna do that. I'm glad this is live. Jokes aren't free.
You want to mention that? That's fine. Like, I'm okay already with the Mass Effect because there's not much going on. Yeah, that's about it. We can add it from there. Yeah, let's might as well just add in the fucking. We'll add in the Game Jam, Star Citizen, and Mass Effect bullshit. There you go.
There you go.
All right. You do a countdown, Will? Can you do this one? Because that might be clear.
In
You're
5,
talking about. Yeah, go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. There's not much news to talk about, but I did come across a few things. Specifically, Mass Effect Andromeda. We got a release date. We know that's coming up in March, much sooner than we think. But then I went and took a look at the collector's edition. The collector's edition, which Comes with a steelbook. It comes with a model Mako tank, but it doesn't actually come with the game.
Is
And
that actually
that blew
confirmed?
my mind. And then Miggy found out apparently that there have been other games that have done this, specifically Battlefield 1's Collector Edition. Also did not include the game. It had a statue, a deck of playing cards, a steelbook, a patch, and then some DLC code. But it did have the actual game in it. And that was what, $200 or something like that. So
Is it really have the? It really doesn't have the game.
it does not contain it does not come with the game.
At least they tell you it doesn't.
At least it does, but I just find it so stupid. It's like, what kind of bullshit is this?
Really,
Because-
is it really true? Like they really don't give the fucking game.
No, you have
It's
to
a
buy the
collector's
game
edition
separately.
and you don't even.
So basically, you have to
No,
pay. You have to give EA money twice. You have to buy the game, and then if you want the collector's stuff, you buy the collector's edition.
But
Which-
think about
you know,
think about how most games with steelbooks come nowadays. Like it comes with the still regular disc
The
case,
case,
Diba?
yeah, and then the steel book.
and
That's
then the
true.
steelbook is given separately. So it's kind of like that, I guess. But they just pulled out the disc and maybe subtracted the $60. Who knows? For real?
I don't know. Does this mean
Oh,
more people
no.
are buying digital? They're just buying it digitally, and then.
Probably.
No, but
That's
then
also that sounds like a real reason. That
But what's the point of including a steel book?
for your code, I don't know.
For your
Or
Mass Effect
it
2,
could
I don't
also
know.
just be that they made the collector's edition way after the discs were printed, and then
Doesn't make any
it
sense.
might be an issue, getting in touch with the suppliers and then pairing it up and all that. But I've only noticed this trend happen with North American releases. Because usually when it gets like here or in other countries, then since I guess they bundle those afterwards.
No, we'll see because the local stores in the Philippines have not mentioned the pre-orders for Mass Effect Andromeda, despite
Because Southeast Asia gets the weird stuff. Like we don't
Yeah.
get confirmation until the day of.
The day of or the day, yeah, just the day before.
That's
Day
a
before.
chance. Yeah, there's actually a possibility of that happening as well. But they,
Or
I don't know,
it's
maybe a couple
suddenly
of
a
weeks we
European
might get
version
something.
or a Czech version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got my Czech Battlefield Hardline. I remember that. That was
Did you get Hardline?
I did. I never got the fucking premium though. But I'm not
Oh,
gonna
right.
get. I'm
No,
not
you
buying.
know, you know
never
what
get
I say
premium.
about premium,
I'm
right?
never
Yeah.
buying premium
No,
ever again.
never.
So it's
Yeah.
fine.
Whenever it says premium, it's probably not premium.
We've all
probably-
made this mistake before.
Yeah, it's never premium, deluxe. Those words. First
Well, what do you-
day,
I
day
wanna
one
know-
plus
I
already.
want to know what our
Never
listeners
get
think.
those.
Like, why is EA selling now collector's editions without the
I'm
game?
sure there's a real reason, but it could also just be. It could also just be because it's EA.
It could also be, yeah, fuck you, give me money.
The
That
fuck,
could
like,
also be a reason.
what about the game,
I hope,
sir?
I
Like,
hope,
whatever.
I hope
Those
it's like,
kids will buy it.
I hope it's a a fail fact check that the game is included. Oh, I hope that's
Oh, it's
what
that.
happens
It's
because it doesn't make
written
any
on
sense.
the
It
image.
doesn't make any sense at all. So
Man, I can imagine there are going to be some people who buy the collector's edition and then are like, "What the fuck, dude? Where's my game?"
'Cause they
don't
they
wanna
didn't read
read.
the fine print,
Exactly.
right? You have to read the fine print every time.
we don't read the fine print nowadays. To be
We don't
honest,
fact check
we
though.
don't read the headlines, and that's all we read. We just read the headlines. We just read the
Journalism is
pre-order.
dead.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mass Effect Andromeda, they did throw out a release date, March 21 of this
I
year.
bet I know the reason why.
What?
It's for people who say Mass Effect 2 is still the best game, but want the RC car. They're gonna get the case, but put Mass Effect 2 inside.
Right. Okay. In other news,
But you do realize that the collector's edition, the reason why you want to buy the collector's edition is the worst. Like I hate the Mako or the Mako or whatever.
yeah, but you get a cool little toy statue of it or whatever of it.
You
But
get
if
like
it's
a RC car of the stupid moon buggy that you're gonna be driving in the game.
so like if it kind of is as horrible of a experience in Andromeda, I'm just gonna like what drive it off a cliff or something. like,
Yeah, you can do that in real life with the RC car.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Anyway, like, well, yeah, we'll go. Like, let's move on. I guess.
Moving on, but still in space. Let's talk about Star Citizen, which
Still
recently,
in
I mean,
space.
the game that's not out yet.
the game that is not out yet, but has a recent update on its stretch goals. Very quite recently, Star Citizen is now officially the second most expensive game to as far as development costs go ever. The first being Star Wars: The Old Republic by EA and BioWare, and that's sitting at 200 million. That Star Wars is sitting at 200 million US dollars. Star Citizen is now sitting at 141 million dollars.
And they're not done.
And yeah, and they beat out Grand Theft Auto 5, which is at 137 million dollars. And yeah, the thing is, Star Citizen is not done. It, and this
We'll
is
never
I'm,
know when it'll be done.
I'm looking at the thing here. 141,203,841 funds raised by 1,714,367 people. I'm surprisingly a lot more people than I thought. Um, but
That's a lot of people.
this is also the only Kickstarter where the stretch goals are literally in the millions.
No, I think it has come to a point where the stretch goals. I think they have a whole team just for the stretch goals, because it just keeps going up and up. You know, like they have to like, oh no, we're at 23 mil. What do we give these guys? I don't know.
Yeah, but
Really?
yeah, the stretch goals are in millions. Like here, like here, example. If we get 46 million updated scanning software, I don't know what the fuck that's gonna be.
When
Here,
does it end?
let's see here. $64 million. You'll get pets. Okay.
Are you serious? So you get pets at 64 million.
Space pets.
Space pets. Yes.
You get pets? I mean, anyway, at least they have Mark Hamill.
They do. But anyways, this game is just getting so much money, and it's not out yet. It's crazy. But from the video we did watch, like it looked super impressive, and if that can actually happen, then I think why not? Why not?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like one of those like you think it's real. It's like Star Citizen just feels like Santa Claus right now. You want it to be real, but it's not
They
real.
showed that gameplay 1-hour demo.
Yeah, they did. That
know.
was really impressive.
Yeah, and then
It was.
Nickelodeon shows Santa every now and then during Christmas. It's not the same thing.
Hey man, Nickelodeon shows a lot of shit.
Or not Nickelodeon. I think it's a wrong actually example, but you know what I mean. Like you'll see Santa every now and then on the TV because it's Christmas. And then, like if it's E3, we'll see another video of Star Citizen. Oh, it is real. Believe, and then it'll come out. It'll eventually come out. It's impossible.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
hope it'll come out
to what extent.
in our lifetime.
Yeah, that too. It might be my kids playing Star Citizen saying like back in the day.
And then
But
they're like,
apart
"What
from
is
that,
oh,
Yeah.
No Man's Sky is cooler." Duh.
well, apart from that, there's nothing much else news-wise. We have the Nintendo Switch
Rumor
announcement.
mill.
Like, yeah, that's coming around in a
But
week
the
or
live
two.
stream is happening this Friday, I think.
Yeah, this Friday is the live stream for the Switch, so we'll have some news
We'll get
next week about
confirmation there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around with Nintendo Switch, the releases.
I called it on the rumor mill March.
March.
I swear I've heard that before.
And then we will be also attending this year's Global Game Jam, which is I think next week.
Yeah, Jan 20.
Mistaken.
It's happening on Jan 20 in iAcademy in Makati.
Yeah, 20 to
we're
the
definitely
22nd.
check it out.
Right, 20
We're
to
gonna
the
go
20.
on a Sunday.
We don't know what the theme is, but we're gonna see lots and lots of games made in 2 days, so that's always fun. What are you guys hoping to like? Any ideas what the theme might be, or any consideration?
No, I don't know what the theme will be. We have no idea what the theme will be. It's not something you can predict.
I forgot what last year's theme was. I think it was one word.
Yeah, we were wondering
the best
about that on the
I
way
can
back.
give
Also.
is like it might be a phrase this year. What?
Or like how it was the year before.
What do we
Where
do
it was
now?
a sentence, a question.
Yeah.
Last week was, I forgot what the word was, but it was a lot more straightforward.
And yeah, was it just a word though, or like was it a phrase? Like that's what I don't remember at all.
I remember
I
it's just one
remember it
word.
being a lot more straightforward than the what do
No,
we do
it's
now.
ritual. It's ritual.
Oh yeah, he's right. Ritual. That's the one. Not pattern. It's ritual. That was last
It's
year's.
ritual.
Yeah, that's
Because
correct.
I remember the games,
Right.
or majority of the games were like all demons and pentagrams. Because ritual.
Yeah, and then the ghost
Like apparently that
ghost
was their
house.
train of thought when.
Oh yeah. There was that versus game where you had to pick up stuff and throw it in the circle.
Oh yeah.
Summon your demon first.
So we'll see, because this is third one. This will be our third one checking out the Global Games Jam, and it'll be a different venue for the first time for us, because like the last two game jams was in Ateneo, their library. So this year it's gonna be in the school, our school, where I graduated. So
Well,
that's
not
gonna
in
be
the
funny.
same building.
Not in the same building, because that
They-
building, yeah, I've never. Oh my God,
You haven't been to the new one yet?
I've never set foot in my college since I got.
It's all right. The new building's all right.
Okay.
We'll see. That's where they had the PWR wrestlers there.
Oh
Before.
God, it's been that long to the point that there's wrestlers like what manning the front. These like wrestlers roaming around.
So they were in that auditorium before, and like wrestlers.
Yeah. So but yeah, game jam
We'll
is
see.
happening on the Kai
It's all
Academy.
right.
That'd be pretty cool. And I think that's about it to start the year 2017. Um, episode 115. It's been a while. It's actually I kind of forget, like, oh shit, like I think during Christmas week I was like wondering, like, oh shit, I think I have to do something, and then I realized that I don't have to do something. So I'll move on. But it's good to be back though. 155. We have an episode every week, so do subscribe on iTunes and Podomatic for the latest of the TMG podcast. Do check out all our podcast episodes, reviews, articles, and editorials at gaming.net. Facebook, Twitter, all the social medias, Too Much Gaming. And if you have any concerns, questions, clarifications, you can email us at contact@toomuchgaming.net. Videos can be found on our YouTube channel, TMG Vlog. And that's about it. Unless, Mickey, you have anything you want to mention quickly. You do have the Near Automata video out.
Yeah, that's one of the newer vids for this month.
Mm-hmm.
I did play the Near Automata demo live streamed. I also live streamed Inside, which I'm planning to do until I beat it completion.
Yes, we have live streaming on Twitch. So
yeah, and I'm a Hanzo main now on PS4 Overwatch, I guess, because
What the?
fucking ended up destroying people early in the morning after Emil Con with the influence of bullies. I was hitting all my targets. It was insane. That's cool.
Shout out to Emil. Oh my God.
Yakuza 6 demo is gonna go up soon. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
The karaoke adventures. And a whole lot of stuff in the back burner that needs to get worked on. Holy shit.
I know. The year has begun. There's a lot to do, there's a lot to cover. Events are popping up. Yes, do check out our website. All our stuff, all our content is there when it comes to Too Much Gaming. Our reviews, we got Titanfall 2 there, Final Fantasy 15, and then Will's primer to Yakuza, his campaign.
We're on part 4 now. Two more
part 4 is
parts
already
to go.
up. And I think that's it. 155 is a wrap. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, stop this now.
Yes,
The
it's
stream
TMG
going until
episode
we stop. What a cool.
155, right?
Yes, sir.
155?
Yep.
You just clean up my audio file, Carlos. I'm tamad to do that.
Do you do it, ba?
No. I could, but I don't wanna.
No, you never do though.
I want you to see
You
how
do
clean it
whatever you
looks right now. Just so you can see the difference.
Yeah. Don't actually. I want to see the difference. I want to see the investment.
TMG Pod 155 side.
See the investment.
Money. Start the new year with the new gear. Yeah, gosh,
Hey.
Willikers. Mr. Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for real. Try that near demo. It's so good. It's a mini platinum game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Should I stream more Inside later?
Brian's streaming Cluster Truck right now.
I saw on the Facebooks because he works at XSplit now.
What's he doing?
Oh, did you get
He
a job
has
there?
money.
Nice.
Yeah, he's been there for a while. Like I think for the last month.
As a streamer?
He has a PS4 now. I don't know. We should ask him.
As someone. As the guy there.
Brian, what the fuck do you do there? Because he's there until past midnight, so I don't know what the hell he does.
Stream apparently.
He's probably the hell of the fact that he has like net to do all of that.
He's streaming, but it's for his own channel, his own account. I don't know what exactly he does on Facebook. We should have asked him
what's happening.
when we were at the EmilCon.
Has he not updated his
I don't
Which
think
one?
so.
Does he have a LinkedIn?
I don't know.
Where's my
Oh my
LinkedIn?
God, what the fuck is with this stream? It's like 3 screens of Cluster Truck.
Cluster Truck. Is it really
Now
black?
there is nothing. It's just a black screen. What the fuck, Brian?
Black.
Oh, was live.
Hey man, what's my thing going? Oh, it's being processed. It's not coming out. I want my mic already. I want to throw money at them.
Grabe, parang nakapambahay lang si Brian, no? Naka-t-shirt lang. Probably no pants.
Oh my God.